Are you hungry? Well, let's talk about it because we are in Del Cerro on the hunt for the best taco. Okay, some people talk about Taco Tuesday, but here at El Toro Del Cerro, it's taco every day, I hear, and we love it. We're here with Tawnie. Jeff, how did you find this place?
So Tawnie's restaurant here, El Toro Del Cerro, has been around for quite some time now, and it's the best Mexican food we have here in Del Cerro. So it's a must for us locals to come here and check this place out.
Fantastic. So what got you into the taco biz?
Just living in San Diego my whole life, loving tacos and burritos, and own a business a couple doors down, and there was a taco shop here, and just wasn't quite the taste that I wanted, that I'd like, that all of us San Diegans enjoy for real, authentic Mexican food, so had to buy the place.
If only life were that easy for everybody. But no, you know what's funny? I noticed when we walked in, and I don't know if you feel this way, like I love good, greasy, like taco shops because they taste the best, but this place is fresh and the ingredients look so fresh as well.
Yeah, I wish I could take credit for that. I really can't. I'd have to say that would be my wife's category. So when we bought the place, I was literally about to open up, and she's like, we can't open up like this. So she literally put the brakes on. We didn't open up for about another month. She gutted the place out, all new equipment, all new furniture, even tile and everything.
And now you have the freshest ingredients. You guys have a chef back there who's whipping up everything across many restaurants, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have Chef Miguel, who's awesome, does everything, top notch, and knows his ingredients, freshness, how to source good local products as well. And I think that really translates in the food when you're eating it. It's not just your greasy Mexican, so I'm sorry, it's not the greasy Mexican you're looking for.
I love that, but also it's like we all want fresh. We're California lifestyle.
Absolutely.
We want fresh, we want good tasting, but we also want that element of the home-cooked meal that comes along with the Mexican food variety.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think that translates well, and
You can taste it. You can taste it in your restaurant. There's a difference here.
Yeah, and so Jeff, he was cruising the neighborhood. He originally told me about this place because you have fixer-uppers in the area, right? But tell me about the Del Cerro community.
So the Del Cerro community offers a little bit for everybody. There's fixer-uppers, and then there's people that have lived here. You know this, like they've lived here forever. Like as long as Del Cerro's been around, these people have never moved. So you get a great sense of community. You get people that have been here forever. You get newer people like me who've been around, now I've been around for about 15 years. Still consider myself kind of new. But we all just get to kind of slide right in and take advantage of this very unique place to live in San Diego.
Yeah, absolutely. So we have this spot, but you're also known for other locations in neighborhoods. So what's your background in this area?
so my wife and I both grew up in San Diego, and so both went to San Diego State, just like Jeff, right across the street here. And so we're very familiar with the area. It's very central, and we own K&B a few doors down. We've been in the neighborhood since 2008.
Oh, wow. And you have plans to stick around in the neighborhood as well.
Oh, yeah. So we've signed some very long leases with the landlord. So everyone's happy on that from that perspective. We won't be going anywhere soon.
The community's happy too, because as people are moving to Del Cerro from different parts of San Diego, whether it be South Park, North Park, they're looking for good places to eat. And it's always great for me to be able to share a place like your restaurant here where, they come in and they're a little bit surprised, like, hey, this is a lot better than what we were expecting. We didn't expect sleepy Del Cerro to offer like great dining options like this one. So you've given us a real treat around here.
No, it's been mutual. So the community's welcomed us, and at the same time, it's like, kind of like a gathering place for the community. Like in both places, you'll see everyone, like Jeff's alluding to, everyone knows everybody because it's a small community where people don't leave. So it's generations, and what you do see, houses don't really sell as much. The kids end up coming back and moving into their parents.
So speaking of that community, what are the items that bring people back time and time again? Because I've noticed this flow of people coming in and out, so they're obviously coming back multiple times.
So I think just having all the different ingredients that we talked about, like for me, my favorite is El Pastor. So having that, it's fresh, it spins on the spigot, they slice it, so that's really good. But then having some vegetarian options, so a little something for everybody.
I'm a fish burrito and shrimp taco kind of a guy, so like that's one of the reasons I come here. And there's something for everybody, you know. My kids love quesadillas. We're working on expanding their palate a little bit. They'll be in my realm one day, but yeah, you guys have plenty for everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. And now you, aside from your location here, which offers, I heard you mention something earlier about on Fridays, like people in the community that maybe have restrictions during certain times of year. I think that's important for people because they want good tasting food, but they also want to come when they can come according to their schedule.
Absolutely. So Fridays, there's definitely fish taco options, you know, and shrimp tacos, and we make the little street tacos. They're spectacular. And on Tuesdays, those are only $1.50. Which, with the ingredients, the high quality ingredients, so we literally make no money on that day with those. So we're hoping you buy something else that day, but it's kind of like a give back day.
Let's talk about Thursdays. Tell us about your special on Thursday. Are the $2 drafts?
$2 drafts on Thursdays, and so that's really good. And then Friday, which, you know, is carne asada Friday. So carne asada Fridays. So there's really a special every single day of the week, you know. So there's something for everybody.
So I think the bottom line is this, like Tony and his wife, whatever they touch, you can tell the difference and they do it and it's special. So like I'm on the lookout for more, you know, more things coming from you in our neighborhood.
Fantastic. Well, I'm sorry. I know we've been talking. The food's getting cold. I have to try. Like carne asada fries are one of my faves. So
Let's do it.
Don't mind.
Jump in, jump in, jump in. I'm down too.
Okay. All right, well, thanks for having us in the spot. Thanks for showing me. This is like a gym. I'll be coming to Del Cerro. You won't be able to get rid of me. I'll be like one of those customers that just keeps coming.
Awesome. Thanks for coming. Appreciate it, Jeff, and we'll look forward to seeing you guys in here some more.
You bet.
Great.
Jim, this is a beautiful community.
It is a great
And I know
community.
everyone loves to live in La Jolla, but
Right.
why this area in particular?
Well, a lot of buyers would choose West Muirlands because of its proximity to Muirlands Middle School and then La Jolla High School, which is right down the street.
Wow.
And then you can walk to the famous Windansea Beach, which is
yeah.
awesome.
So you have a spectacular home, right? That we're gonna.
It's a great home that you're going to see.
You always find these just magnificent places to build on,
It's not easy. We look at a lot of them to find one.
right?
Yeah. This was an amazing purchase in what I believe is one of the best locations in La Jolla. And we've been working on this for 15 months
Wow.
to get to this point. It's been an incredible process, great journey,
All right.
and it's an amazing gem.
I'm sure it's gonna live up to it.
Come check it out. Tawnie, I want you to meet Dan.
Hi, nice
Good
to meet
morning.
you.
What's
Pleasure.
Morning, Jim. Yeah, good to see you again.
Hey, it's a little busy in here. Why
Yeah.
don't we go outside, okay?
Yeah,
Let's go.
absolutely.
So Tawnie, Dan is the head of acquisitions, and Dan and I have been working together for probably about 6 years.
Wow.
6 years now. Yeah.
And so we work hand in hand every single day. We have multiple conversations every day, emails, texts of how best to purchase properties here along the coast.
Now it's second nature. So how did you guys come about this place?
So Jim lives around here, and we do a lot of projects here too. And this was an open house. It was a for sale by owner. Jim was walking by, and he came in. He realized this house needed a lot of work, and it could be a good fit for us. So he talked to the sellers, and we strategized on how, you know, besides price, what kind of terms can we include to really make it stand out to the seller and help
That's
them
right.
out as well.
Absolutely.
Because there's more to purchasing than just the price.
Yes.
And so each purchase has its own individual challenges. In this case, Dan, we offered them a lot besides money.
Yeah, so this one, they had years of stuff in this house, and they knew it was gonna be a lot to move. And so they
Wow.
One of
wanted
them was ill.
One was ill, and so they wanted a fast close, but they wanted time. So we closed with them in the house, and then we gave them 2 months to actually move after we purchased the house.
Wow.
And they stayed for free. We helped them actually physically move, and the stuff that they didn't want, they just left, and we inherited. And dealt
Including a
with it.
car.
Yes.
Right?
We got it. We got a Rolls Royce on this one.
They had
should have brought
an
the
old
Rolls
Rolls
Royce.
in the front under a car cover, and we ended up purchasing that too. Or the owner of CT Homes, JD Asasian, bought that out.
Classic
Let's
right
give
there,
JD some
right?
props on
There we
that.
go.
So I mean, it looks like you see the opportunity. You're definitely a man of opportunity, but you're also giving the owners an opportunity as well, and working out what's best for them.
Yep, you have to. I mean, they had been in this house for 26 years.
Wow.
And, you know, for a lot of people that haven't moved in 30 years, moving is a very big experience. So we do play into that, and we want to always take care of the sellers.
Yes. And for you guys, it's not just a matter of finding a home, building a home. There's a lot that goes into the acquisition. So go into a little bit of that.
That's right. So the way we look at it is what could the house be worth? What's the value add? What's the potential here? So for this one, it was an older house built in the 50s, I believe.
Yep, late 50s.
And they did addition on top of addition, and the layout was really awkward, and it was a little bizarre. And so we knew for this neighborhood, we have big houses, a lot of view properties, and so we knew that this would be a good opportunity to do a complete redo, new layout, capture the view, go into knowing the market as well. So when we look at this property and we see what can we have, we got to see what are the comps in this area, also knowing the market, who's our buyer, what do they want, what are their demands, what kind of finishes do we need in the house, and then we put that all together, and then that formulates our offer, and then that's how we
It
start.
sounds simple, but I mean, that takes hours and hours and hours of reviewing all the sales around the neighborhood, driving them, calling the agents, asking how long did it take to sell, what were the challenges, should you have a pool, do we not have a pool? There's so much that goes into it in a very, very short period of time, because you're trying to make something happen quickly.
Yes. I mean, Jim doesn't bring just anybody onto the team, right? So I'm sure you're fabulous with this team.
I'm very lucky.
Many
very lucky
years
to work with Jim.
together,
Yeah,
right?
come on,
So
yeah.
thank you for showing us a little bit of the house. But
thanks for coming.
you mentioned the view, so I got to see it.
You got to go check it out.
Thanks, Dan.
Jim, you aren't kidding. This view is spectacular.
I know, it's incredible. I mean, you can see all the way up to Dana Point. You can see La Jolla Country Club golf course.
Oh, yes.
All of Mount Soledad and all the beautiful estates around us.
Right? 360-degree views.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Not bad.
It's great. You know what's really rare about this property? It's the only permitted two-story home on the view side of this street.
Wow.
The previous owners had got it permitted back in 2000. So we worked with Tim Golba, our architect that
Yeah.
you met, and with his vision and design, he created something really special. But we still kept in mind of not blocking any views of any of the neighbors.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it was an incredible design between Tim and also JD at CT Homes.
Right?
Yeah.
Like I said, nothing with you guys is by accident. It's
Yeah.
so well thought out of.
And
so
this-
how's the floor plan for up here?
Oh, it's great. We've got a bedroom in the back, and then we've got this gigantic master bedroom, and obviously this is all the master deck.
This is for the master.
This is for the master, if you can believe that.
This is like the king suite. This is
Yeah,
amazing.
I mean, look, you can see everything, and in about 6 months, we're going to have the power lines down too, so it's really going to be a premier special property. So for a buyer that wants to be in the Westmorelands, close to the middle school and the high school and the village and the beach, and have probably the best view around, this is the house.
I can say the best view.
But there's even better.
It gets better.
Yeah,
No.
let me take you up to the rooftop deck
All
and
right.
show you up there. You got to come
Let's
check
do
it out.
this. Wow. All
Yeah.
right, Jim. I give it to you. This
Yep.
is the view of a lifetime.
This is a great view, and you know, this will be our rooftop deck. We're gonna have a barbecue, hot tub. It'll be plumbed for gas and water, electricity.
Wow.
You have music and speakers up here. It's gonna be pretty
It's
incredible.
Fantastic. I mean, I'm already sold, but tell me all about the house.
So the house is situated on a 13,300 square foot lot. The total square footage habitable is going to be about 4,950.
Wow, it's incredible.
There'll be 6 bedrooms, 7 bath. We're going to have a wine room, media room, obviously a pool and a hot tub.
Yes.
And yeah, it's going to be a pretty special home for this neighborhood.
Just
It's fun to
incredible.
walk around it now that it's framed and it's actually taken shape, but you know, just remember it took 6 or 7 months of designs and thinking about stuff and where are we going to put the front door, and are we going to make the master that big? Should there be another bedroom on the second floor, and all those kind of things that have to go in to getting to this point. So we're really done with framing. They're going to finish some of the electrical, rough plumbing, and then the drywall is going to go up, and it's really going to look like a house then.
Well, you got to show us. You're really a master of your craft, so I hope you
thank
invite
you.
us back to see the finished
Oh
product.
yeah, you guys will be
Right?
back for sure. Yeah, and we'll get Ruckel, JD, Tim Golba. We'll get
Have
the
a
whole
whole
crew
party.
together. Yeah,
I love it.
that'll be great.
Well, thanks for having us.
You're welcome. Thanks for being here.
There's a lot of things I love about living in Pacific Beach. The beach, the bay is so accessible and you can walk and bike almost anywhere. Today, we're meeting with a very special guest who is all about bringing the people and the environment together in ecological harmony. I'm so excited to be here. We are in actually all three of our backyards, but we're in a part of Pacific Beach that not many people get an opportunity to be a part of.
Now, pretty exciting. We are here at the Kendall Frost Marsh Preserve, and I brought Kristen Victor, who's the co-founder of Beautiful PB and also the Pacific Beach Eco District.
And I had the opportunity to listen to you, both of you talking, so knowledgeable, but tell us a little bit about what Beautiful PB is.
Beautiful PB is one of 15 eco districts that's going through the certification process. And the priorities that we're focused on are resiliency, climate protection, and equity within the Pacific Beach neighborhood.
Tell us some of the changes that you feel they should have coming this way in PB and what Beautiful PB has to do with it.
I'll start with some of the things they've already done. So right here, Pacific Beach Drive, we have the PB pathways. Really one of their focuses is connectivity, using walking or biking instead of using your car. So very common, people want to get to the beach, they want to get to our bays. How can they get there without driving in a safe manner? So definitely they've been a major part of that, and they continue to expand these network of bike paths and other accessibility features. So to me, that's huge living in the area. I want to be safe riding my bike. I want my friends to be safe riding their bike.
Right.
And I'm selling houses. I want my clients to be safe riding their
Absolutely.
bikes around.
And I think being down in PB, that is such a part. We all want to be outside. We want to be able to ride our bike. And you're an avid bike rider as well. So what does that mean to you?
Well, I think that the beauty of Pacific Beach is that it's flat. And so from a biking and walking perspective, it is huge. You can have a lifestyle that allows you to not get in your car and to just explore the neighborhood and all that it offers.
And I know people who have come down to this spot in PB in particular have been able to maybe view the wetlands, but what's actually going on behind us?
It's very exciting here. The Kendall Frost Natural Reserve is a partnership with UCSD and the City of San Diego. And what we're trying to do here is restore the wetlands. And there's a whole planning process with the De Anza revitalization and rewild that we're looking at how can we address climate change and sea level rise by making the wetlands healthier.
There's such a small little aspects can change the wetlands and everything within them and the ecosystem severely.
Yes.
I think you said there was cats even that were affecting the wetlands behind us just from them being preying on animals that live within here, and the cats weren't natural.
Yeah, so besides the animals, I think one of the most important things of the wetlands is actually the biological filtration of the water, and then that impacts the quality of water in Mission Bay, and that also feeds out into the ocean. The animals are a big piece of it, as well as the plants. So the plants are extremely viable in breaking down the waste materials and the toxicity, and then also being able to allow the birds and the animals to thrive as well, and to keep the cats out from chasing the birds, you know, that we're trying to nurture to become more abundant.
And word is that USD might come here to bring scientists to be able to stay here and be able to study the wetlands even further, right?
Yeah, so UCSD has an ongoing research project in the natural reserve through their actual natural reserve system. And so scientists are here on the premise doing a lot of research, but the idea is to expand that research from a wetland perspective and then really address climate change.
So what's really exciting also is this area behind us will not look this way in 5 to 10 years. So the area that we
Really?
see the RVs, there's currently campland by the bay. It's all paved concrete. All that's going away. It's going to be reclaimed into marshland.
So what does that mean? I mean, what is even the process of that?
Well, so the natural process is actually allowing the wetland reconnect to Rose Creek, which is a natural watershed. And so that is going to allow the wetland to become much more healthy. And the process is a natural process. Nature will take its course once the physical structure of campland is removed from there. And the process actually from a city perspective is in really trying to determine what is the best plan for the future of Mission Bay.
Absolutely.
And the main priorities are sea level rise and climate change.
But what about people who want to live here, stay here, and what does that mean for the real estate side of things?
It's definitely a great area, multifamily zone, but even though it's waterfront, great views, it's not overly expensive. So for example, this white building behind us, I mean, there's recent sales in there around $450,000, which for San Diego, we all know is relatively affordable.
Yes.
And I would almost want to be on the quieter side, the natural preserve, the beauty, other than the hustle and bustle. Although PB is beautiful all the time.
Totally accessible. So this is such a great location, easy bike to the beach, easy connections to the freeways or biking out of PB. So you've got a nice location in terms of amenities here, also nice connectivity to other hubs in the area.
And people don't see that there's a lot of work that's going on behind this to be able to bring this back to its natural state. And how would somebody get involved, or can they get involved, or what can they do to, is it more than just admiring the wetlands?
Well, that's a great question. So there's a couple of ways to get involved. I think through UCSD, they do have work parties here once a month. And so that is a way that you actually can get into the wetland and help through the restoration and the cleaning of the wetlands. There also is an organization called C3, which is Citizens Coordinate for Century 3. And they are actually helping message out the work that the Audubon Society is doing through Rewild and that UCSD is doing, and really trying to reach out to a broader group of people, because this part of Mission Bay is unknown, but Mission Bay does attract several hundreds of thousands of visitors a year. Wow. And it is an asset for our entire city. And so I think that through UCSD and the work parties and C3, and then also the San Diego Audubon Society, those are three great places if people are interested in putting some time into the efforts of the restoration.
Well, thank you both for having us today. I was proud to live in PB, but now I'm even more proud. So I look forward to a lot of changes to come.
Awesome, thanks.
Yes, thank you.